Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is a request from Chris, who wanted any mobile suit in the colors of the Carolina Panthers uniforms, and since I'd already done 2 Gym 3 variants as football teams for the Super Bowl special, I went with the default Gym 3 for this one, and I think it does pretty well with those colors. The Panthers actually have some fairly nice looking uniforms too. I like this color combination, so yeah, blah. I have not run the Gym 3 in quite a while. I had to run it a few times to get this, just because, yeah, I'm not good at landing those missiles, and Gym 3 just kind of has, is, I feel like, a very tricky one to use in general, because it has those missiles which can do great damage. It has an instant stun beam rifle with a very finicky heat gauge. It's very easy, for me at least, to overheat it. And, shoulder missiles are not bad. They can be used while moving, but not while boosting, which is not my ideal, but it works. And that was nice, because I was able to knock that person out of the air and knock them on their back as they dropped, so I was able to get some shots in. And those missiles managed to sail neatly between all 3 of those mobile suits and hit the back wall. That is a very difficult shot, I'll have you know. But, let's see, that is, I think that's a White Rider that's running away there. Gym 3, I forget what level this is, but if I'm fighting a White Rider, it's the 450 or 500 Gym 3, I'm not sure which. And yeah, it's not bad, like I said, just difficult to land those missiles, at least on enemies. And, okay, yeah, there's a Pale Rider VG, which I managed to hit as it went by, and got the assist. Just a little bit late on that, and yeah, overheated the rifle. That's a Gelgoog Marine, so, let's see, yeah, and moving targets are not really great for those missiles if you are really slick and you do it right. And I've done it a couple of times, but I'm not great at it. And our Gym 3 close combat just kind of spun into me, which happens. But yeah, if you're really good and on the ball, you can launch the missiles, stun whoever's in front of you, and make sure the missiles hit. It is a really difficult shot, though, so. And that didn't work at all because of that little overhang. And hey, there's somebody behind me. It is a Gundam with a hyper hammer, and I hit it, but unfortunately I'm isolated from my team and dead. So, which is usually how that works. You know, you find one target, you retreat in a silly direction like I did, and you get surrounded in a nice narrow space. Or at least I do. Also, just, yeah, I've been having one of those stretches where anytime I try to shoot anybody, I end up just surrounded by the entire team and shot to pieces, while the rest of my team, like, engages one person off in the corner, or, just... like I said, if you've managed to isolate one member of the enemy team and the rest is nowhere to be found, odds are good they are doing the same to one of your teammates, so... all I can say is make it worth it, but, it frequently, sadly, is not. But yeah, like I said, I am not a good judge of when to use those missiles, and I'm certainly not good at aiming them. So, White Rider managed to hit me with its Heat Saber for a downswing, the very rare, but not unheard of, Federation Heat weapon. Yeah, has a Heat Saber because its reactors, or generators, fully dedicated to making that Shekinah work, so it doesn't have any juice left to run a Beam Saber. Besides that, trying to think, the Pale Rider Dullahan, of course, has a heat weapon, and so does the G-Line Assault, I think it is. Some days I can't keep my G-Lines straight. But let's see, managed to take out that Gelgoog Marine before I got taken out, which, again, 400 health, I think that's pretty good. Going to throw some missiles that way and hope, because that's pretty much how I use those missiles. Just, throw them downfield and hope, which, kind of, I guess, they're the Hail Mary of missiles, so that kind of makes them appropriate for a football team. I don't know football. I'm probably misusing terms. I do that. Yeah, I don't really... Man, what kind of sports do I actually like? I occasionally will watch soccer when that's on. Not very often. And beyond that, I don't know. like occasionally maybe a boxing match, something like that. It just, I don't actually follow any sports. My dad is big into Formula One. That's his thing. But and that's, my brother used to actually participate in martial arts tournaments from time to time, but that was a while back. Everybody's, older and has achy joints now. And I spawned on my own like a fool, and I am going to get disintegrated here because I am totally surrounded. But, yeah, to be honest, I kind of like martial arts more in the, fight choreography sense than I do the, tournament or, match sense. That's just me. Grew up watching Jackie Chan movies and the like, so, what can you say? But, let's see, 2 minutes left on the clock. We're behind a little bit. I did manage to get a kill in while I was getting surrounded and killed. And now just got to figure out where I should spawn in. A is looking promising, because that puts me next to a teammate and close to a couple others. And there's that White Rider again, which, not my ideal target, but it is a target. And, hey, I actually landed my missiles, so it's, it's not bad. And stun, and it's dead. Good. And we're ahead a tiny bit with 90 seconds left, so let's see if I can do anything here. Launched my missiles. Again, it's kind of obvious, so... But the small missiles did finish off that Gundam for me, and then I noticed... As you can see, I really couldn't see that Pale Rider VG. I realized it was there entirely through radar. So... One thing I kind of want to try sometime, but I'll probably get myself very killed attempting it, is just kind of doing, it's not a game I think I could ever play blindfolded, especially against other people, but I kind of want to, find some setup to try and run instruments only sometime, just by the radar, and see, if I can actually perform half decently that way. I think it would require a really kind of specific setup that would need the right map, probably the right cost to hopefully avoid things with jamming, but not, I don't think that's 100% necessary, but it would help. But yeah, it's something I want to try at some point, just playing just by the radar and by sound effects, basically. I think it might be doable, but... For one thing, I'd have to come up with some kind of setup so I could prove I was playing that way, too. So, just random thought I've had for the future. But, let's see, 5 seconds left. We've got about 1,400 point lead, I think. So, might be 2,400? Yeah, 2,400. And that Gym 3 close combat was not able to finish me off, so... Yeah, I did okay, I think. Not my very best round in the Gym 3, but not bad for not having used it in several thousand years. And I did get top score, so not bad. 69,000 damage, 6 kills, 3 deaths. Not bad at all. So, hope you enjoyed it, Chris. And that is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We'll be back soon with more. Till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later! Yeah, that's the kind of thing where I think I'd have to set a camera up to show my screen with just a circle cut out of some kind of blind to show the radar. But maybe one day I'll give that a try. Again, kind of need more time and energy to be feeling adventurous at the moment, but it's something I kind of thought would be interesting.